Hey guys, to Zuit22 here, and up next is a 2-on-2 match. This will be our tag team match of the night, and then we have one more match after this. Introducing first, Ezekiel Jackson. I'll tell you one thing, Jackson has been, well, let's just say, as of the present time, he is 0-2 thus far, which obviously equates to 0 points. So for Ezekiel Jackson, he's got to win right here, right now, tonight, or else his chances of going to Money in the Bank at said ladder match will just go up in smoke. And his partner is Randy Orton. And of course, Randy Orton, as of the present time, is 2-2, or 2-0 rather. I know he's at least 1-1, but I forgot if he was 2 and... No, wait, he's 1-1. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's 1-1, but he needs a win in order to stay in contention in this points tournament. Otherwise, he could be on the outside looking in. Oh, the Orton pose, as epic as ever. But their opponents are going to be Mr. Rogers and Tony Bennett of the Zuit Suits. Yes, the Zuit Suits. It's going to be 2-on-2. Eddie was already scheduled to have a match, and he had his against Bob Barker and didn't fare too well. And we're off. And an arm wrench on Ezekiel Jackson to begin the matchup. This matchup is set for 30 minutes, or 13, yeah, 30 minutes, yeah, sorry. And if we don't get a winner by then, it's going to be a draw for everybody. So that means everybody will get a point, which is alright, but it's not going to help that much. And a back suplex onto Ezekiel Jackson from Rogers. And a whip into the corner. And now he tags in Tony Bennett, and this is where they really become dangerous. I mean, I don't care if you're Ezekiel Jackson and you're 300 pounds. I mean, you cannot take too many double teams and expect to win. And a Cobra clutch onto Ezekiel Jackson, but too much strength does Jackson have. And an arm wrench on a Bennett. And a cross arm breaker. And Jackson got out of it. And now he picks him up. And just a series of clubbing blows onto Bennett. Ooh, and a chop block onto Bennett, which is not a bad idea. I mean, if you can take out his legs, you pretty much take away a part of his offense. And a chin lock onto Jackson, but Jackson gets out of it. And just the strength of Ezekiel Jackson picking him up and slamming him on his back. And a couple of knees right to the sternum of Jackson. Spinebuster onto Jackson. And so far, Randy Orton has not been in this match. All but a knee right to the gut of Jackson. And Jackson suplex. A bulldog on a Bennett. And some more back elbows. And a running knee lift on a Jackson. And a Fameasser on a Jackson. And, okay, a hammer lock, chin lock combination. That'll weaken Jackson a little bit more. Now he picks him up. All but a knee right to the gut of Bennett. And Jackson is going to... Well, he was trying to hightail it and tag in Randy Orton, but Bennett, as I would have expected, he stopped Jackson from tagging out and just continues to weaken him. Whoa, and a choke toss onto Bennett. Ooh, and a punch from Randy Orton. And now Randy Orton is tagged in. Power slam onto Bennett. And now Randy Orton is in there for the first time, and Jackson decides to hold on to him. A knife edge chop onto Bennett. That'll definitely weaken him. Oh, sorry folks, I got something in my eye. Okay, got it. I finally got it out. Yeah, I had something in my eye, folks. I apologize. That's why I wasn't speaking a little bit. And of course, Bennett and Orton, they've fought each other several times, so they ought to know each other by now. A drop kick onto Bennett, and another power slam. And Bennett has now been in there for a little bit, so now he's got to tag out. But Randy's not going to let him. A neck breaker followed up with an elbow drop and a pinfall cover. One. No, kick out at one. You're going to have to do more than that to Tony Bennett if you expect to win, really. And whipped into the corner. Nope, countered by Bennett. And then countered by Orton. Oh, but Orton almost allowed Bennett to tag out, which is not a good idea. I mean, these two have already fought each other, but it was in an individual match. And this is the second time they're fighting each other in the tournament, but it is allowed because, well, it is a tag team match, however. I mean, Orton was supposed to go against Mr. Rogers, but we figured it would be better if it was done in a tag format, so that's why they're fighting each other again. And another clothesline. And Orton, okay guys, you can stop running into each other now. And Jackson, what are you doing? Okay, well now Jackson tags out, or tags in, excuse me, and well now he tags out. Okay, that was kind of weird. That was really weird. A backbreaker on Mr. Rogers. And of course Mr. Rogers has a history with Randy Orton. Not so much, it's not so much out of animosity, it was more out of, they were in the King of the Ring tournament, and Mr. Rogers defeated Randy Orton in the semifinals, otherwise known as the conference finals of that tournament. And a scoop and a slam to Randy Orton, and I'm pretty sure Randy Orton has not forgotten that, and will look to get revenge. And Orton looking to stay on him, but now this is not good if you're Orton. And head first into the feet of Tony Bennett. More like his shoes, rather, actually. And a Cobra clutch onto the Viper? How ironic is that? But of course, a Viper knows how to escape one's own move. And some back elbows onto Orton. And Orton, I'm not sure what Orton was trying to do, but in any case, we're back to square one. Deadlock. And just a couple of clubbing blows, just pounding away on him, and Randy Orton just goes down. And Tony Bennett, what's he doing? Well, whatever he was going to do, he got beaten to the punch, literally, and now both men are on the outside, and this is where it really gets dangerous. And if they get counted out, both of them do, if not one of them. I mean, if both of them get counted out, obviously it's a draw, but if one of them gets counted out, it's going to be a loss on their team. But whipped back inside is Tony Bennett, and an elbow right to the head of Bennett, and now both men are back in. And a chop block on to Bennett. And a tag back in to Ezekiel Jackson. And some more back elbows. And a suplex. And Tony, what's he doing? Well, he now tags in Randy Orton. And Tony, I'm not sure what Tony was doing. But whatever he was doing, Randy Orton beats him to the punch again. And now he kicks him onto the legs again. A DDT to Tony Bennett. And now he picks him up. Ooh, and an uppercut right to Orton. And a Russian leg sweep onto Bennett. And some back elbows to Randy Orton. And a back elbow to Bennett, excuse me. I had something in my throat. And some back elbows to Orton again. And another float over DDT, and wait, what's wrong with Bennett? Bennett is, oh my God, Bennett has just been busted open. And if there's a weak link, I think we might have found it as far as Jackson and Orton are concerned. And Jackson going for the torture rack, but broken up by Mr. Rogers. And right now, Tony is a bloody mess. So right now, Tony is in a... Uh-oh, wait a minute. Curtain call. Curtain call on to Jackson. And now he picks him up again. And now he whips him into the corner. Oh, and a backflip. Ducks a clothesline. And a running elbow on to Jackson. And now he picks up Jackson again. And he whips him into their corner. I'm not sure what Bennett was doing, but Jackson is now going to whip him into their corner. And I'm not sure what Mr. Rogers is doing, but a fist right to the gut of Jackson. And Mr. Rogers, where are you, man? A diving uppercut onto Jackson. I mean, Tony needs to tag out. I mean, I don't think he can take any more of this and expect to win. But where is Mr. Rogers, man? Well, Ezekiel gonna tag in Randy Orton. And, uh-oh, wait a minute. Another curtain call. This time to Randy Orton. And is he going to pin Orton right now? I mean, this would be hilarious if he won. 1, 2, no, kick out. And now Mr. Rogers shows up. I'm not sure what he was doing out there. I'm not sure what he was doing fooling around. And an abdominal stretch. But Rogers breaks it up in time for his partner to escape. Oh, but a kick to the leg of Tony. But a knee right to the gut of Orton. And a spine buster onto Orton. And, no wait. Neck breaker onto Tony Bennett. I mean, I'll give Tony Bennett a lot of credit. I mean, he's proven how tough he is. But now a whip into their corner. But Randy escapes the corner. And a side slam onto Bennett. And an elbow right to the head. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Bennett, wait a minute. Pinfall. 1, 2. And I'm not sure why Mr. Rogers decided to run around like an idiot, but he did. And that'll cost his team 3 points. And the winners of this match are Randy Orton and Ezekiel Jackson. They needed to win in order to keep pace, and for Tony Bennett, for the second time in 3 matches, he is busted open. And stay tuned for the next match. That'll be coming up right after this.